ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quickbooks training.
And our trainer today is Wojtek.
Okay guys, so basically, as you can see on the screen, that would be our topics for today. So simple, how to use the Quickbooks, how to log into it, how to set up company, how to set a supplier, and so on, so on, so on. We'll go through this. It should be quite quick. So let's get started. So how to log in? To log in, you need to open your Google Chrome, for example. Go to put in your username and password. So now, since you are setting it up first time, you need to add, press on that plus button, add your favorite app here, press all apps, yeah, and click on that. So now, then you'll see this screen as on my screen over there. So you'll have desktops and apps, or in your case will be just apps. So select Quickbooks, just click on it, and you should start your application. Same as Mara is asking for a password. I'm gonna give her a hint. Okay. Okay, since you're opening it first time, go to open existing company file. Now open company file, yeah, click next. Now go to this PC, just permit access. Now local disk C, users, public documents, data, Quickbooks, company files, and here is Koteve one over here. Here you need to put on your username and password. Okay, so we can close this pop-up. You can close this one as well. You need to press on the bottom, on the top bar, and drag and drop it a bit. Yeah, so that's basically that's our company, our Quickbooks. That's how to open it. How to set up company. We'll do this one as on a very last stage. I'll show you how to do this from scratch, because that's not really too relevant, because you won't be doing this on a daily basis. It's just something that you might want to know, but we'll get back to that one. So next step, how to set a supplier. Going to our Quickbooks. Here you have suppliers. So you have here like a new window. It's Supplier Center. You are able to create, modify, view all your suppliers, and so if you want to create a new supplier, top left hand corner, new supplier. There is add multiple suppliers as well, but you can play around with it later on. So let's add a simple supplier name, just put there. Just create something. I mean, we'll recreate this company file later on anyway. You can put here opening balance if there is any, as on date, like whatever date, because you can, let's say you can have a supplier already, but you'd like to add it with the date in the past, backdated it, so you can do that as well here. Opening balance, let's say 0, company name, usually copy supplier name will be same, but you can put here some sort of alias. So usually in company name there should be like a full legal name,
and trading as,
and supplier name can be something that we
trading as,
like a well-known name.
yeah.
Then filling in all the information, I think it's very intuitive. Like you can put in here some main person none of those files are required. None of them are mandatory. So you are filling them if you have this information. If not, then that's fine as well. Filling in emails is quite useful because later on, whenever you are doing the invoices, there is an option to send invoice, and it automatically fills in information from here into the pre-prepared email. So it's kind of slightly automated.
Okay, so it's better to create one just in case.
It's really up to you. If you have, then you have. If you don't, you don't. Here you can put in all the billing information, and since it is a supplier, you can put in information where from things are being shipped to us. So if supplier is registered in one place and want to get and will be sending invoices from one place, but let's say they have a warehouse somewhere else and want to keep that information, we can fill it in here. Then you have the payment settings. So if you can fill in account information. So later on, if you like to make the payment or something like that to the supplier for invoice provided by the supplier, it can auto generate you forms which make it easier for you to make the payment in a banking system. And you have a VAT settings because obviously there might be different VAT if it's outside of the EU, different if there is inside of the EU, different VAT if it is in Ireland, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Account settings. You can setting what kind of supplier is that. So basically the invoices which are linked to this supplier, to which expense account they will be linked to. So if, for example, you have some supplier who is providing you trainings and you got invoices from them for him. So for example, if I'll invoice you now, you can set me up as a supplier and link it with a staff training expense.
And in the end, it helps you to generate a report.
Yeah, exactly. More information you will fill in, then easier reporting gonna be.
And it can be more than one, yeah.
Additionally, as I'm saying, Quickbooks is very intuitive. So feel free to play around with it. I don't think that you can break anything as long as you're not deleting stuff. Then if you add something extra and you think that it's wrong, then you can delete that. It's not really restricted, and it's very intuitive. That's what I found so far. Okay, so if we filled in all the information, basically pressing OK, and here we go, we have a supplier. Any questions? Or is it so intuitive, so straight that no questions?
That's fine. Okay.
Okay. Now, part which I like almost, that's the second one, how to set up a client. Because client means possible money. So customers. As you can see, we have no customers there at the moment.
Let's create 10.
Let's create one. So exactly same idea as with the suppliers, new customer. And let's create one. And again, customer first name, last name, and invoice bill to, as you can, if you click in here, it automatically fills in the information about name, you can add here the full address and so on. So Sylvania Street, for example, Dublin. Ireland. And again, payment settings, so account number, things like that, payment terms, so you can link customer to have, let's say, 30 days payment, preferred method of the invoice, I think. Yeah, mail, email, none, doesn't, whatever you feel is best. Preferred payment method. You don't need to fill, again, you don't need to fill all of it. If you fill this, it's kind of default value, so whenever you're making invoice, it would set on the invoice payment terms 30 days, and it will give you a date like from today, 30 days payment time and so on. But at the same time you can modify it manually and overwrite it, so it's
Okay.
it will make it like as a predefined default, but you can change it later on when making and adjust it on particular invoice. Because for example, you can you might want to give a customer as a default 15 days, but you might make a deal with him. He'll say, okay, I'll take 3 times more of the things, but I need 30 days payment for this delivery. So you can overwrite it over there while making invoice. Some credit limits, which you can set as well. So if customer will go over credit limit, you will get information about it, something highlighted probably in red or something like that. Then VAT settings, VAT registration number of the customer, again country, additional info, customer type. You can feel like being creative over here. Again, it's not necessary value, but you can let's say for example later on you would like to make a report based on only wholesale customers, and you have wholesale. If you link customer to wholesale, it will help you with the reporting later on.
Where do you create this figure in
Additional info.
additional?
Job info. Like what kind of services customer is buying from us. So commercial, residential. Again, those needs to be created before like all the job types, or you can add new here while creating a customer. Again, for reporting, you don't need to fill it, but if you like to make a report later on, it's good to have this predefined.
Okay.
And we can press OK. Give me 1 second. I'm getting some funny. Okay. So if you get that error, you just need to go to the first screen over there. I can see just one customer added. Did you add your customer? Yeah. How to record an invoice? Yeah, that's the best one. Most important one. So I think there's a shortcut here to do this. Yeah, so there are a couple of ways to create an invoice. You can create an invoice from this customer screen, basically clicking on the customer, right clicking on the customer, and here you have a create invoice. If you click that, then invoice screen will appear with.
But we are going to set up the invoice before, yeah, with logo and everything.
Yeah.
Leave
Yeah.
everything.
That's a design which you can specify earlier on, and then everything will populate in here.
On the invoice screen, I think you can change the formatting. Yeah, you can manage templates from the invoice over here in formatting. You can play around with it and make it look nice, add the logos and so on.
Yeah.
But then anyway, you can manage templates from here. You can download some predefined templates and so on. So
But
you
it's
can see
good
there
to
are a
have
couple of
a
them here.
standard once we define one and we go for it.
In the invoice screen, on the left top corner, since we went it this way, right click on a customer, it automatically populates customer job. So for which customer is that? So as you can see, we can change it from the screen as well for a new one. And just notice that if I'll choose, then terms is net 15. That's the payment terms. If I'll pick my first awesome customer is 30, and as you can see, invoice 2 is changing automatically as well. So you don't need to, if you create the customer properly, everything here should be filled in automatically whenever you are choosing customer. Another way to get into the invoice, into creating invoice. Let me close this one. Hope that's the proper X. You have very nice home screen, and you have create invoices here as well. It's a kind of mind map and flow chart. So basically, obviously first you need to create a customer, but then you can create an invoice, then receive payments and so on and so on. But okay, get back to creating invoices. Let's choose your own customers, and we would like to add the service for which customer you need to pay us, right? So quantity, let's say 1. Item, what kind of item? We didn't define any items yet. We can either predefine them first, or from this screen we can press add new. It will come over as a new item. We can pick what kind of service or item is that. Is a service, is a non-stock part, fixed assets, so and so on, so on, so on. So let's say I would go for a service. Item name, number, service 1. Later on we can create the sub items as well, but at the moment we don't have an item, so we cannot pick any sub item. Yeah? Unit of measure. Okay, this one's not available for the multi-user, but it's not really necessary. You need to set up the rate, so let's say 40 euro. What kind of VAT is on it? So as you can see, you have some predefined VATs, or you can add new. So let's say standard would be S. If you are going through the border, so for example, giving services to let's say to Germany, that will be on a zero VAT. And description, fill in whatever you want. And then account meaning to which account money will go to. There are a couple of accounts predefined again, or you can define your own ones as well. Accounts receivable. Where I would put this one. Staff training. Yeah, sounds good. Then you can add another item. If you'll see in another line, I can put quantity 2, and now if you go to item, you already have that one, service 1 created, yeah?
Did you create some item?
Yeah.
Cool. This option save as PDF, which is quite useful because you can save PDF to save invoice to PDF, attach it to your email, and shoot it to the customer. What I'm usually doing. And that's how the invoice would look like, yeah? As a PDF. Okay, what else do you want to know about invoices? Is there anything else? All is clear?
To see the invoices generated for that client.
You are just going to the customer, pick the customer, and on the right hand side you have all the invoices, all the transactions. To touch
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the creating invoices. How to record expenses, I think is exactly same as creating invoices. So we're going instead of customers to suppliers. Suppliers, right click on supplier to which you want to add the bill.
Pick the supplier. Pick the no. You go select the supplier you want.
Right click on supplier. And you can on top you have new transaction. I think that would work the same as a right click over here.
And then you pick the supplier. Yeah.
And then filling all the information, date, amount due, bill due, address terms. Address should be filled in automatically if you fill it in while creating the supplier. And then adding account from which money will go to, amount information about it. It's hard to be creative here if you don't have any invoices to put in, but you get the idea. You can put in there whatever you feel like at the moment, and then save and close whenever ready. Bank reconciliations. I can show you quickly the general idea. So, Myra, are you okay?
Yeah.
So if you go to home, you have that awesome chart which I love. Basically, I love it because it just makes sense.
really good.
It just makes sense. So you create invoice, then when you have an invoice, at some stage, customer will pay you. Yeah. If they pay you, you need to receive a payment in here. Received from, you're picking from who, and automatically it populates you with the list of invoices which customer is due. You're picking which invoice he paid for, pressing yes. It automatically populate amount here which you can pay. You can pick the payment method. You don't have to, but you can. Put some reference if you want. Then save and close. Whenever that's done, you can go to record deposit. So, for example, you got the receipt, that proof of payment, but it didn't hit your account yet. Whenever it hits your account, you can go to record deposits,
yeah, we need to create a bank account. Let's do it. I'll do it quickly. So basically, as you can see, whenever something is paid, it's changing to PMNT, so you can pick, let's say this one, and because you've checked on your bank account that, yeah, we got that 80 euro, so let's deposit it in here. So it will be deposited to test. That's the bank account which I've created. Yeah, you can make it A, B, or whatever we will have, and then save and close. So that's deposited. So if you go to record deposit, it should not be there anymore. See, it's gone. So those are only outstanding ones. And if you'd like to see what's going on with the account itself, you can go here to current account register. My PC will die in a second. And as you can see, we have that payment in here. And you could add additional information here, like what is it linked with, and so on, so on. So for example, on a bank account statement, you might have the information, so you can copy and paste it in here just to have whatever on a bank account reference in here as well.
Yep.
Alright, I think that's pretty much it, isn't it?